Hello everyone, my name is Nam, and today for my presentation, I'll be talking about Steven Weinberg, one of the top physicists in the world. Steven Weinberg is an American physicist and a physics Nobel Prize winner, along with Abdul Salam and Sheldon Glashow, for the unification of weak force and electromagnetic interaction between elementary particles. And he was born on May 3rd, 1933, in New York City. His parents were Jewish immigrants, and Stephen graduated from Bronx High School of Science in 1950. He was in the same graduating class with Sharon Glashow, whom later researched independently from Stephen, but resulting in them sharing the Nobel Prize on 1979, with Salam, of course. His educational education post high school were earning his bachelor degree at Cornell University in 1954. He moved to Princeton a year later to get his PhD in physics in 1957, completing his dissertation, The Role of Strong Interaction in Decade Processes. For his career path, he worked as a postdoctoral researcher at Columbia University from 1957 to 1959. From 1959 to 1966, he worked at Berkeley. He conducted research on a wide variety of topics: weak interactions, currents, quantum field theories, and symmetry breakings and scattering theory, etc. His interest in the field of astrophysics began to develop during 1961 to 1962. He published some paper on neutrinos and began working on his book Gravitation and Cosmology. By 1965, he had started work on current algebra and the concept of spontaneous symmetry breaking. He took leave from Berkeley in 1966 to become law lecturer at Harvard, a post he held until 1969. He also served as a visiting professor at MIT. He was working on broken symmetries, current algebra, and renormalization theory while he was a visiting professor to the MIT. He was appointed a professor in physics department at MIT in 1969. The department was chaired by Vicky Weisskopf. He accepted the position of Higgins Professor of Physics in 1973 at Harvard University. At the same time, he was offered the post of Senior Scientist at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory. Over the 1970s, he focused on unified theory of weak and electromagnetic interaction. He also developed a theory of strong interaction known as quantum chromodynamics. He published the book, The First 3 Minutes, a modern view of the origin of the universe in 1977. He attempted to explain how the universe evolved in its early stages after the Big Bang. His research on the renormalization aspect of the quantum field theory, which he undertook in 1977, was much significant to the area of theoretical physics. His approach led to the development of effective theory in the of quantum gravity, heavy quark effective field theory, and low energy QCD. He was appointed as the Jack S. Dorsey Wells Foundation Regents Chair in Science and at the University of Texas at Austin in 1982. There, he founded the theory group of the physics department. He gave a talk in April 1999 at the Conference on Cosmic Design of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, refuting the attack on theory of evolution and cosmology. The article's A Design of the Universe was based on this talk. Hayes is a prominent public spoken person for science who has frequently contributed to the articles The New York Review of Books. He has authorized several books on science which combine to the science element with components of history, philosophy, and Afrofuturism. In his career highlights, Stephen first introduced his model of unification of electromagnetism with weak nuclear force at MIT, which is his most well-known work. One of his fundamental aspects was to predict the existence of Higgs bosons, Williamson's model. now known as the electroweak unification theory, had the same symmetry structures as one that Gauss proposed on 1961. Aside from his Nobel Prize, Stephen is also the winner in several prestigious awards for his work in cosmology and elementary particles, has written a number of articles on various topics and problems, and is a frequent contributor to the New York Review of Books. Today, he is considered one of the top physicists in the world. Has been the president of the Philosoph- Philosophical Society of Texas and served as the consultant at the U.S. Arms Control and Disarmament Agency. And that's it for my presentation. Thanks for listening.